reception. It's me again. Oh, gosh, it is still so super hot. My goodness, my cats are lying outside next to the cold water, which I put in a bowl, and they're trying to relax and keep cool. So I really hope that you are keeping cool by drinking lots of water and using a flannel on your face. Remind your adults at home to drink lots of water too, because sometimes adults, they forget to look after themselves because they get very busy with adult things. So remind them, that can be your job. Last time we looked at number 1, Friendship Terrace, and that was Fitzroy first. Do you remember? He had to come first at everything. But he learned it was better just to have fun. Then we learned who lived at number 2, and that was Blurt Out Belinda. And she would say anything that was on her mind. Anything at all. Saying that she didn't like someone's wellies, or she didn't like someone's bag. But she learned sometimes it's better to keep those thoughts in and to think about other people's feelings. And she did. So now we're going to learn who lives at number 3. I wonder if you can remember. What I need is my glasses. Here we are. And I'm going to put the case. I'm going to put the case next to a rabbit. See if you can remind me where it is later. Let's have a look, shall we? Number 3. Show me 3 on your fingers. Number 3, Friendship Terrace. Don't forget, I'll be putting all the colouring sheets on Google Classrooms so you can do this yourself at home. Number 3. Let's pop number 3 up there, shall we? There we go then. Number 3. And who lives at number 3? That is Bragging Bradley, which can be tricky to say. Bragging Bradley. Now, where should I put Bradley? I'll pop him up there as well. There we go. In you go, Bradley. There we go. Number 3. You may notice I've got some things on my table. I've got a dartboard with some darts. I've got a certificate of achievement, and I've got a game of Scrabble. Scrabble is a game where you use lots of different letters to make words. It's a wonderful game to play with others. You'll find out why I've got those in a minute. Number 3, Friendship Terrace. Bragging Bradley from number 3, Friendship Terrace, liked to brag about himself. He liked to brag about how good he was at everything. How fast he was, how many toys he had, and where he'd been on holiday, how good he was at darts, how much better he was than anyone else because of his certificates of achievement. And that he was the best in the whole world at playing Scrabble. How do you think it made others feel when he claimed to be better than them at everything? Others on Friendship Terrace got a bit fed up, quite right, because he didn't take any interest in anyone apart from himself. Oh dear, oh dear. One day, Bragging Bradley was walking down Friendship Terrace when he saw Manisha on her new bike. "Look at my new bike," she said. "I really love it." Have any of you got a bicycle or some skates? Do you remember when you got those and how much you loved them and how much you like to talk about them and share them with other children? "My bike is much, much better than that," he said. "It's got 21 gears and wicked tyres and a really, really, really comfy saddle. So much better than yours. So much better than yours. You could never ever catch me up." Well, that is an awful, awful, awful thing to say. Would you like it if someone spoke to you that way? I know I wouldn't. Manisha got off her bike and she went into her house. Quite right, quite right. "What's wrong?" asked Bradley out loud. He went and sat on the doorstep. Then along came someone we know and we love. Friendly Freddy. Remember, if I say Friendly Freddy, you say, "Yay!" Along came Friendly Freddy, who had been watching, and he sat down next to Bradley. And he said, "Why did you do that? Why did you say that to her?" And Bradley thought, "Well, because it's true," he said. "Because it's true, because my bike is so much better. It's got so many more gears. But what I don't understand is why she just stormed off like that when I was just telling the truth." "Well," said Freddy, "maybe she was a bit upset by what you said." "Whoa, what did I say? What did I say that was so wrong?" "What do you think?" he said that was so wrong. "Well, maybe it's not what you said. Maybe it's probably how you said it. Maybe Manisha was just excited, rightly so, about her new bike. And she wanted to share that excitement with you. She didn't really want to hear about how great your bike was and how much better your bike was than hers. She was feeling really good about herself and she wanted to share that with you." "Oh," said Bradley. And he was a bit confused by this. "Now, show me your confused face." He was confused. The thing is with Bradley, he wasn't being mean on purpose. He was just, in his mind, telling the truth and being factual. But it came across as being mean, because he wasn't thinking from the other person's point of view. He said, but he was thinking about it. "It's good," said Freddy, "to take an interest in other people's interests and other people's bikes and their things that they enjoy. And not just to talk about yourself. When someone wants to share something with you about something they feel really pleased about, like their new bike or a book that they're really enjoying, it's important to listen and to give them the time to share that joy and happiness with you, because they've chosen you especially, because they like you, because they want to have that feeling with you. They want you to feel as happy as they are, because you are very special to them, or they would have chosen someone else to talk to." And Bradley thought about what Freddie had said. Then Manisha, she came outside. Manisha! Now, what do you think Bradley should do before he says anything else? What do you think he should say? You know, don't you? You guys, you all know. That's right. He needs to say sorry, and he needs to say what he's sorry for. And he knew this because he heard Blurt Out Belinda and Freddie talking during the egg and spoon race. So he said to Manisha, Manisha. And she said, yes, because she was still a bit grumpy. Rightly so, I think. Yes, how can I help you? She said. Well, Manisha, I am really sorry. I'm really sorry that I didn't listen to you when you were talking about your new bike. I'm really sorry that I just started talking about my bike and saying that my bike was better. I'm really sorry that I spoiled your happy feelings and I didn't listen. But I was talking to Friendly Freddy and he explained it to me. And I promise I won't do it again. So what do you think? Manisha said. Because she believed him and she understood that he was really, really sorry. So yes, she said, I forgive you. Thank you for saying sorry. And you know what Bradley said? He said, please tell me about your new bike. Can you tell me about the tyres? What size are the tyres? And is your seat comfortable? Do you have a bell? Because if you don't have a bell, I have a spare bell. And I could give it to you if you wanted. And she said, wow, that would be lovely. She said, I don't really know the size of my tyres. Maybe you could help me find out. And would you like to sit on my bicycle and you can see if the seat's comfy? In fact, would you like to have a ride of my bike, she said. Now Bradley was very shocked by this because not many people asked him to join in. And he said, are you sure? And she said, yes, of course, I'm sure. And so he got on her bicycle and he said, is it okay to go for a little pedal? And she said, of course. Go up and down Friendship Terrace and see what you think. And he said, when I get back from going up the end of the terrace, I'll get my bike out and you can have a ride on my bike And we could take turns. And that was the best afternoon that Bradley had had in a very long time. And that's because he'd listened and thought. Thanks very much for listening. See you later. Bye.